Hello, hello, good evening. Oh, Craig, how are you? You're here. Lovely to know that you're back. Hi, Casey, how are you? Hi, Kale. Hi, Kaylee. How are you, my love? Hello, Kay. Good evening. Kerry Hutton Page, good evening. Sammy Merrick, how are you, my love? Yeah, Kerry, it's nice, isn't it? I think it's the first Sunday that I've done, actually. How have you been, Craig Spiritual? Big shout out to Craig. We have missed him, haven't we, Sammy? Oh, don't I can completely understand, Craig. Everything is so hard, isn't it, at the moment? Oh, because we're all so fixated on everything. Oh, I'm sorry, on what's going on, and it's hard to focus on anything else. Jocelyn, good evening. Happily ever after. Oh, wow, happily. So that's Spirit very close by. Robert Wells, good evening. Stella, good evening. Yeah, all fine so far. Please hope it stays that way, for us all. And Douglas, good evening, my love. Karina, good evening. Maya, good evening. Who else do we have? Barbara Halliday, good evening, my love. Yeah, it was a quiet birthday, of course, but it was nice. It was nice to know that we were all safe at home, I suppose. That was the biggest birthday present for me. Dion Riley, good evening. Yeah, it was just a quiet one, Jocelyn. But my sons did me a little cake with candles, so thank you, Craig. And so it was nice. And they cooked me some nice food as well, I have to say. So I had a day off of cooking. So yeah, it was nice. Yeah, not the perfect time for celebrations, but it's nice to celebrate a little bit. Just got to keep it going, haven't you, somehow? Well, that just seems weird, Casey, at the moment that you're at work. Just the whole business of people being at work right now, you know. Do take care, won't you, darling, wherever you are working. Casey's only stopping for a little while because she's got to work today. Do you have to go into the office, Casey, then on a Sunday? Hi, Sammy. I look refreshed. Had a nice shower a little while back. Dion Riley, good evening. Okay, we've got a spammer. A little spammer. Probably very bored at the moment. Hopefully it's gone now. That should have sorted it out. KC Sunshine, working from home, typically don't work the weekends, but government giving 349 billion away to small biz. Oh wow. What to keep you going? Oh, are you working in the loans department, did you say? Because I imagine then that is going to be a very busy place right now. Is that what you said, Casey? Have done. Yeah. Obviously someone that's bored. Might get a few more of those over the course of the coming weeks. Um, Let's get some cards ready. Tiger Dragon not here yet. That's right, Karina. The whole world's economy, yeah. There's, KC works with businesses. I'm saving the world today, though. Keeping businesses open and their staff paid. Good on you. You just take care, though, KC, won't you? Be safe. Do your 2 meters and your hand washing. Do I look stressed, Emily Lloyd? I think it's probably... I probably am. I mean, it's not easy to cut off from what's going on, is it, Emily? How are you feeling about everything? You know, did anyone watch the Queen's speech, by the way? I watched it before I came on. That's right, Casey, I get it, yeah. I mean, we've shut all our gyms and stuff, so not sure what you've... how your lockdowns are going there, Casey. You wondered if it would be a big announcement. What with the Queen? You thought the Queen was going to make a big announcement. Oh, thanks, Anne. Yeah, watch the Queen's speech, and I can't remember. I think they said this is about the 4th time she's done that during her reign, and I did find it surprisingly comforting. Yeah, the sun has definitely helped Emily. Robert Wells, apparently this is only her 5th time, yeah. Well, one was during the Second World War. One was for the Jubilee. I'm really not sure what the other 2 were for. Yeah. No, I did think that it was just going to be some words of wisdom, and you know, the song We'll Meet Again sprang to mind. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. That kind of sprung to mind. I think they was giving it that slant, weren't they? I think they left us with that image. Oh, it's been raining in Ireland. Yeah, a bit before our time, Robert. Oh, teenager, yeah. Oh, of course, and the death of her mother and Princess Diana was the other 2. Queen. I doubt it. I'd be better off whistling. How is everyone finding their isolation? Before I start with cards, just like to know how you all are. How are you finding your isolation right now? It's been 2 weeks, hasn't it, for the majority of us? I can't imagine it. You know, they said they'll review it after 3 weeks, but I can't see how they can stop it in a week from now. Yeah, the sunshine really helps, Robert. It does. And knowing we're doing it all for a collective cause, it would be wonderful to see the curve coming down because of our isolation. Barbara's got cabin fever. Yeah, 2 weeks on Tuesday for us as well, Robert. Jocelyn's bored but being productive. Oh, Craig's pretty much used to being isolated. Yeah, you've got the edge there, Craig. Should give us some tips. 3 weeks for Anne. Oh, I can't see how they can change anything in a week from now, Robert. Yeah, you've got the kids grainy, haven't you, at home? But, you know, I think the thing is, whoever we're isolated with, hopefully we're all isolated with people that we love. Hi, Tiger Dragon. Just talking about how everyone's feeling at the moment with regard to their isolation. Oh, Kerry, and um, you're a new carer. So, sorry, you're a carer, not a new carer. I don't know why I said new. You're a carer. So, what a fantastic job you're doing, Kerry. Hats off to you. Where would we be without people like yourself? Do we have any nurses or anyone like that as well here, or delivery drivers, supermarket workers? Okay, see, I know it's terrible. I'm really trying so hard. I'm doing the thing to do, Casey, if you can. Eat what you need to eat, but focus on the healthy stuff. You know, I mean, it's not so much eating, is it? It's what you eat, really, at the end of the day. And if you make sure you haven't got any chocolate in the cupboards. I know, Casey. Bye, Holiday. No, no, we'll make it through the hard times, but it's nice to talk about things. Well, it might do you some good, Tiger. That's true, Justin. It's a very good point. Um, oh, Casey, Kit Kats, eh? Jocelyn made a good point there. It's very hard to eat healthily when everyone's buying everything from the stores. And I did see we had panic buying here in the UK, but it's kind of calmed down and it's become much more civilized now because the supermarkets did ration things and we are only allowed a certain amount of people in the supermarkets at one time. Massive queues outside, but it has to be that way. But I did see pictures of American stores and they did look pretty empty. How's it going now though, Jocelyn? Have they filled back up? Have they got a system in place now? Oh, that's lovely, Granny. That's lovely. I mean, going out doing this exercising, I find, is a little confusing. Um, it, you know, how far can you go? What can you do? Yeah, I think they do, Robert. Depends on the area and the store here. Oh, okay. So it all takes time. I mean, you've obviously got a much bigger country to deal with than us. So, and Douglas has just made me laugh. She's eating a small Easter egg and having a glass of wine. Well, cheers. And I've got coffee, but cheers. But that sounds lovely. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Anyway, eggs are good for you. Jocelyn found lettuce and chicken yesterday and could cry. Okay, so let's start with a card choice, shall we? Oh, Barbara's been playing music and shaking her chakras. Ooh. Oh, lots of things spring to mind there. Find some spam or tuna. I don't know if they have spam. They probably have called it something different over there. Um, Barbara, who was it who said that about the spam? Oh, KC. No. Oh, you do obviously do call it spam then. I've downgraded. Well, actually, what it is, I've only got a few bottles of wine, and I don't know how long I'm going to be isolated for. So I've got to ration them. I did open one for my birthday. I've got to ration them. We do have something called After Hours here in Essex, and they will. You can. I don't know if you've got something like that where you are, Robert, or anyone. You can call them after 11, and they will bring you some drink. My essentials. Well, I'm trying not to go. Sort of trying to manage on my shopping for the moment, as long as we can, anyway. I think that the more you can do that, the better, really. Michelle Barnes, good evening, my love. Glitter Sunflower, good evening. Oh, Sammy, I know what you mean. I've got 2 sons, haven't I? And they do tend to have appetites, don't they? I know, Robert. I think the less you can go out, the better. I really do. If you've got, and you can always, for those of you in the UK, because I don't know what's being set up in America and other countries, but in the UK, you can apparently get a weekly box or whatever, box for a food from Morrison's and from M&S. They're both doing an online shopping box, Robert. And I mean, if you're on your own, that could probably last you a couple of weeks. You never know. Don't quite know what's in it. I think it's just essentials, and so you could try that. And you, Granny, and I think you can order a meat one and like a meat eaters one and a vegetarian one. Yeah, take a look at that, Robert. And don't quote me, but I think the Morrison's one is 30 quid with delivery, and the M&S one might be 35 with delivery, something like that. Sending the sun out, Sammy. Yeah, that's right. Well, it's scary, isn't it? Have you not been out for a little walk, Sammy? How about a little walk? Yeah. I just think that I know exactly what you mean. And what I don't understand is why the local shops haven't sprung into action, taken out orders over the phone like they used to do when I was a child. My mum could ring up the corner shop and they'd be round with a box of shopping. So oh, okay, Casey. So I don't know why the local shops don't do that. That would be, but there are so many different things springing up online. I ordered a vegetable box the other day. No, sorry, a fruit box. And I was pleasantly surprised. And it's actually quite nice because you get a mix and you don't know what's coming. And it's really nice fruit. So, and there's various places depending on where you are. But if you type in fruit box or vegetable box near me, yeah, it's right, Robert. But perhaps things will change back to how they were. Oh, that's fantastic, Granny. Emily, is Emily okay? I missed that then. Emily's struggling, are you? Yeah, it is hard. It is hard. But hey, we've got the internet, haven't we? We've got the internet, and right now we're all together. And this is amazing. So, if you think about history at times where there's been wars, etc., we couldn't do this. So this is a real sort of blessing, isn't it? We're all together here. That's good, Sammy. Yeah, Thank God for technology. That would be tough, wouldn't it? Well, we just have to find some hobbies. Oh yeah, Robert. Of course they were. Of course they were. Although, having said that, in some ways, well, yeah, of course they were. Obviously, yeah, world wars were much, 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 much much, much worse, rather. But what I've thought about is with what's going on now, it's invisible, Robert, isn't it? You can't hear a plane coming over and run into an air raid shelter or go to the London Underground and hide or whatever. You can't dodge a bullet. You really don't know. It's invisible. That's probably the most scary thing, isn't it? We wouldn't be able to miss it, Robert, would we? Yeah, what you don't know about, you don't miss. But what a godsend, isn't it? Won't be a second. Okay, we get started with a card choice. That's very true, Barbara. Oh, yeah. Oh, anything could happen, you know. When people are not doing as they're told, I know. Sammy finds the silence eerie. Yeah, I think that the silence would be lovely if we didn't know the reason why, but I know what you mean. I mean, when I've gone out for a walk and I just turned my phone off and it's been that quiet, I must admit, Sammy, I have also found it very eerie. It's hard to get your head around. Mother Earth is healing. Another good point, Sammy. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with a card choice. I'm going to start with the Powerful card because they are quite nice, aren't they? That was that new deck that I unwrapped the other day. To have the emotions on hold. I agree. Yeah, it's like everyone's. It's like that sort of situation where everyone's waiting for it to happen. We know what's coming, and once it's all over, I do imagine there will be an outpouring of all sorts of emotions. Esther Heartache, good evening. Are you new? I'm not sure if this is your first time, is it? People are saying hello, so it must be that you've been on before. But if that's the case, then thank you for joining us this evening. Yeah, we've got to enjoy these little moments. And I've also found that, try to keep away from the news. Don't have it on too much because that can be quite scary. Got to keep up to date, but I do watch the daily broadcast, but I try not to listen to too much more now. That's right, Sammy. But we'll come through it. The world's been through some tough times, hasn't it, in history? We will come through it. So, yeah. Okay, Esther. Thought you'd got married then with that change of name. So, let's draw 3 cards. Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to this lovely community this evening. We could really do with some positive help, please. some positivity. Please send us your guidance and positivity. Okay. I am open to the new and changing every moment. I'm open to the new and strange handwriting. Okay, I'm open to the new and changing. Every moment presents a wonderful new opportunity to become more of who I am. I flow with life easily and effortlessly. I am flexible and flowing. So it's about going with the flow, number ones, okay? Being open to the flexibility of life. You know, we are in a situation that we cannot control. And when we are, it's always best to say, well, we have to just go with what's happening right now until we come out the other end. Just worry about the things that you can do, that you can take charge of, number ones. Number two is I'm having trouble reading this tonight for some reason. Oh. Guys, I'm going to have to do a different set of cards. I think it's to do with my lighting. I'm going to have to change my lighting. Do apologise. Let's do a different deck. We'll do those another night. The writing is so tiny. Sorry about that. So let's start again. Number ones, you've got a second card coming. So 1, 2, or 3. Oh, right. Okay. Jupiter and Capricorn. Yeah. It's quite an interesting situation, actually. Jupiter conjunct with Capricorn. Okay, number ones, you've got the card play. So time to let your hair down a little bit, okay? I mean, clearly life is very serious right now, and it's not easy to tap into that side of things. But it is time for you to play, okay? So find ways to do that. If you've got children at home, then maybe that's what you need to do. Play with those children, or just sort of relax and unwind and try not to get over serious with what's going on around you. Hello, Daring Dazzle. Welcome. Invite your fears to tea. So this is about facing up to your fears, okay, and sitting comfortably with them. You know, sit there with a nice cup of tea or coffee or whatever it is you like to drink, and face your fears in that way. You know, I kind of know what they're getting at with this card, because, you know, often we shut our fears away. We're scared to confront them, and then they will rise to the surface in quite a scary way, in all sorts of ways. But if we sit comfortably with them and accept them, then somehow things don't seem so bad. So make yourself a nice cuppa and think about the things you're worried about, that you're scared of, and, you know, accept them. Accept the situation for what it is. Spruce up your nest. So if you're at home self-isolating, this is the perfect time, isn't it, to spruce up your nest, to do some cleaning, some organising, you know, sort out that cupboard, that drawer that is full of stuff. I have several of those, and it's getting the motivation to do that and to kind of fill your time with things that are productive, I feel. Get yourself organised for when this is all over and when we're through to the other side. Okay, so that was better. That other deck, I'm going to need to get some more lighting in here, I think, for that. Sometimes they are... That's right, Sammy. Absolutely. And that reminds me, Sammy, because Sammy did donate last time I was on live. I'm going to find Sammy's question. Thank you for donating. Sammy has messaged me a question. I'm just going to find it. Okay, where are we? All right. Well, I'll be with you in a moment. Is that the question? Okay. Right, so just reading Sammy's question. Okay, just read your question, Sammy. Thanks for waiting, everyone. Seeing him in the garden. I did even think of that today. I thought, should I go on live in the garden? But my husband's out there. He's decided he's going to do this woodwork project, and he's making us new benches and a new chair. So you wouldn't want to hear that in the background. Perhaps when he's done it, I will. Okay, so let's get some cards for Sammy. Must admit, he's made a beautiful bench. So I'm looking forward to the rest of it. Okay, this is for... Hi, is that Jennifer? Jenny, hello. Here is the link if anyone wanted to donate for a question. And this is for Sammy, who, well, people will know what your question is in a way, Sammy, because I'm going to give you an answer. So Sammy wants to know about a particular person in her life. Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your guidance for Sammy. That flew out of the deck, so we'll put that aside there, Sammy. Please send your guidance for Sammy. What does she need to know in this matter, please? What should she do? Well, at the moment, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So you're holding on here. You're hanging on. You're not letting go. But I feel it's a situation that perhaps, yeah, I do feel it's time, dear Sammy, to let go. All right. I can see clearly it's not something that you have found easy to do. And even though there are things that you want to do with your life, it's like you're struggling here. You're struggling to close that door, Sammy, for whatever reason. But this situation you're in, it needs to change. I don't feel you've always been treated fairly. And I really don't feel this situation is good for you. And what I'm getting is that it's time for you to think about yourself, Sammy, in the situation you're in. And I won't go into the ins and outs of it. But I'll just, we both know what your question was. And I feel you need to start thinking of yourself, because in some ways, this is not good for you, You need to be letting your hair down more, spending time with friends, getting out there, leading your life, doing what makes you happy, being carefree, not tied to this situation that I don't feel will improve for you. Now, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is about, we've got 2 threes here. So this is about you moving on, moving, to a new stage of your journey. And you've got the 7, but, you are unsure of quite where you want to go, because you've got the 7 of Pentacles and you're sort of sitting there wondering, is it time yet? Do I make this change? Shall I hang on a bit longer? Well, if anything can come from the situation we're in right now, it's that life is precious and each of our lives is precious. And, you've got to start thinking in that way. And maybe now, whilst you're isolated, is a good time to really think about, hi, Barbara Evans, to really think about what you want, Sammy, because I just feel you've not always thought about this situation in terms of yourself and what you want. And, things sometimes need to be on your terms as well. You've got the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles tells me that in many ways you're a very independent person. You're an independent person. You don't have to have anyone in your life as such. But I feel you would like it. I feel you're ready. You're ready to embrace life. But I don't know what's holding you back. Is it an inner battle, an inner struggle? There appears to be a struggle. But look, happiness is on the horizon. That reminds me of the rainbow that we're seeing all around the UK at the moment. For those of you who don't live in the UK, the children here are drawing rainbows everywhere. So, this rainbow represents happiness, the happiness that you seek. I feel it's time for you to think about that in a deep, profound way. You've put up with things and put your needs on the back burner. That's what I keep getting. But the Ace of Pentacles tells me there's a new start for you waiting up ahead, okay? I'm not sure whether this person that you're thinking about is someone that you would necessarily be able to someone who you would necessarily get what you need from, okay? I'm not sure you'd get your needs met in the way you would like. I feel they're a very, very good friend, a very, very good person to have in your life. But I feel you want more than they want, you see. But I'm sensing the need for you to put yourself out there and look at that 6 of Wands. You can find that rainbow. You can find that happily ever after, okay? There is opportunity for love, for contentment. But you've got to get out there and really make the effort for it, Sammy. That's what the 8 of Pentacles is saying. But the 8 in itself, the 8 of Pentacles, is a card of success, just like the 6 of Wands. So success in love can come to you, but it's about letting go, first of all. Letting go of any battles, whether they're with people or whether they're with yourself. It's about letting go, getting out with people that make you feel good, or doing things that make you feel good, letting your hair down. Giving yourself time to really think about what you want. What do you want going forward? How can you enjoy your life? How could you make the quality of your life better? 3 of Wands. It's time to make the break. And I feel this card is saying, Sammy, don't look back. Of course, we have to make decisions ourselves. I can only advise you and tell you what I'm feeling. I feel it's time to cut your ties. And I think that actually you know this deep down. But somehow I'm getting the feeling of the need for you to look at new horizons, brand new horizons, if you know what I mean, Sammy, in order to find the true contentment that you desire and that you deserve. Okay, my love? And I want to draw you an angel card as well, Sammy. Let's have a look. Angel message for you. Yep. So if anyone would like to donate for a reading, I'm sure that Barbara or one of the moderators, normally, often it's Tiger that puts a link up. So this is for divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So that's your card. So things are happening in the way they're meant to, Sammy. Do you see what I mean? I do feel you've been through the mill. I feel emotionally things have been tough for you in the love department over the years. And I feel you put up you have a lovely way of putting this smile on your face. And I think that most people would be surprised that you have gone through certain things. That's what I'm getting with you. But it is time now for you, Sammy. It's time for you to take action. That's what I'm getting there with that Three of Wands. Time to take action. You can have a successful love life. You saw it coming in you know, as we moved along with the cards. But it's about you really putting yourself out there. And I understand you can't do that right now. But now is the time to contemplate that and to think about how you're going to go about that. You see? Okay, so that's for Sammy. Much love to you, Sammy. Time for action. Yeah. That Four of Pentacles coming out straight away. Told me you're struggling to let go of something that isn't working for you. So who is next, please? Jocelyn is next. Thank you, Anne, for your donation. So, Jocelyn, what's your question, darling? Is there any possible way to read the spirit board for my mum? Not really, because she's not here, you see. She's not... Where is Mum, Jocelyn? Thanks, Barbara Halliday. Yeah, if anyone here would like to donate, here is the link. If you'd like to donate for a reading. Oh, she's in the other room. I thought, okay, right, fair enough. Will she be watching, Jocelyn? Will she be watching? I can do it for you. What would you prefer I do, darling? Should I do it for you? I mean... what would you prefer? Okay, so is Mum there? Is Mum listening? Jocelyn, is Mum listening? Oh, I've got the charms rather than... Thank you, happily. Oh, right. Okay, so will you play this back to her later, Jocelyn? Is that what you meant? This is for... Will you play this back for her, Jocelyn? Oh, I see. Okay. So I've got my letters here. Oh, and I will show you in a minute. I was just trying to show you them, but it's not going to happen. So I'll show you in a moment. Look at these letters here. It's actually easier to put those there. Right, that's better. That's better. See what's coming through for... Does Mum know a Sean, Jocelyn? Does Mum know a Sean? Thing is, you can't ask her, of course, because she's asleep. That's the trouble. I'm getting the name Sean, so perhaps you could maybe, if you don't know a Sean yourself, this, of course, this is for Mum. You can always tell me later on. So I'm getting the name Sean coming straight through here. And Spirit are sending a lot of love to you. To Mum as well, of course. This is for Mum. Oh, okay. It's her friend from her past. Okay. I'm getting Gran here. Gran coming through for Mum. Unless this is your Gran, but I'm getting Gran coming through. Ah, okay. This is Gran then. This is Gran coming through. And Gran is sending love. The first two words I felt drawn to were love and Gran. So Gran is sending love. And it's lovely that you have now I'm being told here that something is a trial. In other words, something is very difficult for your mum right now. She's finding things very difficult. Not sure exactly what, but that's what I'm getting here. And they want Mum to focus on joy, okay, to see the joy in life. I feel what I'm getting actually is that she hasn't seen the joy in life for a while. Let me know if that makes sense to you, Jocelyn, because that's what I feel they're trying to tell me. That Mum has struggled to find or see the joy. Does Mum get low? Does she get low? Hello, Rachel Webb. Thank you for joining me. How are you, my darling? Is this the right Rachel Webb or is it another one? Yeah, okay, Justin. Yeah, that's what I felt, because I was getting the word trial. Oh, okay, Rachel. Thank you for joining me. And well done you, darling. For Rachel works in supermarkets, I just want to give you a big clap, Rachel, because you're doing a fantastic job. We'd be absolutely lost without you. Right, let's see what else we've got here. Okay, they're just letting you know that everything's going to be fine. Tell Mum that everything's going to be fine, okay? And that the sun is going to shine again. I'll show you what I've got here. The sun is going to shine again. I'll show you the messages. Camera. Oh, this is the problem. Ah, there we are. Can you see that there? You've got the name Sean for Jocelyn's mum. This is for you. We have the name Sean. So there's some significance here with possibly the past, okay? Maybe memories, something around that. I feel that you had a lot of love for Sean, and I also feel they're sending you love. Spirit are sending you love, and this is coming from Gran. Gran is very close to you right now, okay? As I was explaining to Jocelyn, the word trial, I do feel things have been a trial for you, difficulties around a certain situation. And I did feel that you've been feeling quite low, quite down, and they want you to look for the joy in life, okay? And they're going to send you little things, little signs for you, to help you smile, whether you might see a feather, a robin, you may hear a beautiful tune. So they look for these signs, okay? And I want you to know that everything will be fine and the sun will shine again. You've got the little joker charm here as well that's come in with your letters, and that indicates some kind of new start, turning a corner. You're going to get better is what I'm getting here. Things are going to get better. I do feel Mum's taking things quite tough recently. So that's for Jocelyn's mum. I don't know your mum's name. What's your mum's name, Jocelyn? Can't keep calling her. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Spirit ask you to look for the joy, okay? Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer. Look for the joy in life. That's what Spirit want you to do. And they want you to know that everything will be fine. The sun will come out again, okay? And the joy will return to your life, okay? Try to focus on things in the future getting better, and your situation, your own personal situation, and the world situation right now. But Gran is very, very close to you, my love. Yeah, beautiful rainbow, Casey. And that's so lovely of you to do that for Mum. So, Michelle? Did you have a question, my love? Oh, okay. Is it Michelle? Is it Michelle's turn, is it? Okay. 1 second. Feeling disappointed with people need some advice. Oh, okay. Okay, Michelle. Let's have a look for you, my love. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot for you. I feel drawn to that for Michelle. Okay. The angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to Michelle. What does she need to know right now? What advice would you like to send Michelle, please? Oh, a couple of cards. Okay, things are going to move forward, okay? There's some positivity here. Things are going to get better. It's a number 8 card. We're talking about success. Okay, I just feel that you've been jumping over a few obstacles recently. And, you know, you say you're disappointed with people. And I wonder, you know, I feel we're all hypersensitive at the moment. And it can, you know, it kind of doesn't take much, does it, to make us feel as if, oh, is anything going to ever get better? But it is. Positive movement forward. The sun will shine again. Look at this. Look at that sunlight. You know, it may seem pretty tough right now and hard to imagine, but things will get better, is what that card is saying. Authority. There's someone around you that's a little, I don't know if they're controlling, like their own way, or selfish. There's a selfishness here that I'm picking up with this particular energy, and one particular person. A selfishness. Let me know if you agree, Michelle. All right. The waiting game. So it's about patience at the moment, being patient with yourself, being patient with others. I feel a sense of frustration with you, and, you know, sometimes you've just got to go with the flow, take a deep breath and allow things to go over your head, because you've got so much else to think about. And, you know, it's at times like this we need to rely on people, and sometimes we can't. But then sometimes people behave in strange ways when they're faced with situations like this. You know, it can bring out some strange sort of ways with people, can't it? But it's not always that's, you know, it's not always real. It's not really that person. It's just the stress with them. Okay. But I do feel there's someone being quite selfish around you. Let me know that you, victory and success. Wow. Again, victory and success. So you could, I tell you what, whatever struggles you've got going, whatever, it's not the situation. No, it's them, is it? Okay. Is there a selfishness with this person? Because that's what I'm sensing. But, you know, you're a tough cookie, Michelle. I feel you're a tough cookie, and whatever might be occurring, you can overcome this. You don't need that person. You don't need to put up with it, first of all, and you don't need that person. You're a very independent person and more than capable of getting through things yourself. Now, deception and envy. What I'm getting here, have you lost trust in someone? Is it a trust situation? Is someone not being honest? I'm just not getting, I'm getting someone who is not playing fair. And you kind of, you're sort of, how can I say, not being treated very fairly. But you're strong and you'll get through this. Love begins. Now, I feel this is more about loving yourself, okay? Focusing on yourself, on what makes you feel good, and realizing that no matter how people treat you, it's their problem. You know, if people are treating you wrong, it's their problem, isn't it? They have a problem themselves. It's a reflection of what's going on inside of them. And I do feel there's a need for you to draw some healthy boundaries right now. And love begins, I'm feeling, is kind of to do with you in a personal way. But I'm sensing a touch of dishonesty here. Well, perhaps more than a touch. You're fed up. You've had enough. Look at this. You've had enough, my love. And it is about boundaries. I really feel that enough is enough. And you've got to put your foot down here. And sometimes I do feel you're allowing people to get away with things, maybe for peace and quiet. I'm not sure what reason, but it's not right and it's not healthy for you. You are fed up with it. But a new beginning, this is about you now in a personal way. Looking forward, looking ahead, this is about you looking toward a new beginning, a new start in your own rights, okay, independently, away from those people that are not being fair, that are not being honest. And people need to own up to certain things and take responsibility, don't they? That's what I'm getting here. So it may be that you just need to bide your time, is what I'm getting here. Bide your time, but also draw those boundaries. Think about the choices that you have in front of you. You've got the time now. During this situation that we're all in, you've got the time to think about your next step. Okay, and it has to be about what you want now. And you don't need to put up with this. I just feel that you haven't been treated very nicely and it hasn't been right. So, yeah, that's what I feel for you, lovely Michelle. And I'm going to draw you an angel card actually as well. Don't allow these people to get away with things. I feel at times they've got away with things, and maybe because you've wanted to keep the peace, but you know, enough's enough, isn't it? This is for you, my love. Gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. There you go. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations and environments. Now, isn't that lovely? Archangel Sandalphon. So that's pretty much what I was saying. It's about drawing healthy boundaries and being gentle with yourself, kind to yourself. And if others, I just feel they're not being very honest and they're not admitting their own faults, you know, and they're being far too harsh on you. Therefore, you've got to be gentle with yourself if others won't do it. Surround yourself with this beautiful sort of imaginary pink light of love whenever they're around, and think of Archangel Sandalphon being with you. Call on him for any help or support or strength that you might need, and when dealing with these difficult people, and it's, you know, it's the last thing you need right now, isn't it? But get some time to yourself. I feel you need to pull back a bit, Michelle. That's what I feel. Pull back and get some time for yourself to unwind. And if you're isolated with these particular people at all, shut the bedroom door and say, you know, or run the bath, whatever, but get yourself some peace of mind. Just having a knock. Someone's knocking on my door. Hello? Just knock on the door, sorry. Okay. Turn these notifications off. Right. Okay, so right, so now it's KC, isn't it? And if anyone else here would like to donate for a reading, here is my link. Yeah, TLC, that's the word, KC, absolutely. Okay, so we're on to lovely KC now. Shall I do the Psychic Tarot for you, KC? Thanks, Tiger. Shall I do the Psychic Tarot for you? I think they work really well when we're doing general readings, you know. What does KC need to know, please, dear angels and spirit guides? What does KC need to know? Okay. Okay. Wow, look at that. First card out for you. Rest and rejuvenate. Now, I do get the feeling you can, how can I say, overwork at times. You're a very hard-working lady, and I do feel you've done very well. But I also feel this has come out to remind you you're also human. And sometimes you need to just step back and rest. And, you know, have you been feeling a bit tired? I get the feeling with you, Casey, that you're someone who gets so involved in their work, and especially when you're enjoying your work, and you don't realise actually how tired you might be getting. You know, when we get so involved in something, it can happen, can't it? And this is just a reminder now. You're sitting like that low with your laptop. Oh, wow. But the thing is, this card is saying sit like that, but minus the laptop. You know, oh, wow. Aren't you lucky? So maybe when you can, put the laptop away or whatever else you're doing, and just simply be. You know, that's kind of what I get with this card. So look at your next card. Passion ignited. You're a very passionate person. And I feel, especially with this new work you're involved in, it's like I'm just getting that you can't stop. You know, you've got yourself so engrossed in this, haven't you? And it's lovely. It's lovely. It's good. It's positive energy. But do make sure you don't overdo it. Do make sure you're allowing yourself time to rest, you know, to chill, to simply be. God, look at this. Solitude. There again. Look at these two cards together. Solitude. Take time to yourself, to be at one with yourself, to be at peace with yourself, you know, to just rest. There's a lot going on in the world, and I understand, Casey, yeah. But that will come. That will come. And I remember saying to you, get this sorted out first, and that will come. You know, sometimes we can't do everything at once, can we? We have to see life as in stages sometimes. That's right, Barbara. Love will come, absolutely. But solitude, spending some time on your own. I do feel, have you been studying? I'm seeing studying here. Are you needing to study for this job? Is there training going on? I'm sensing training. Conflict and defeat. Well, this is you having run away from that. You know, you've got away, you've distanced yourself. Look at you, you know, as you can see, you're running away. Not literally, but you're getting away from, you've got away from what was a difficult situation. And maybe lots of training, yeah, okay. Maybe the solitude card and the rest and rejuvenate card is to do with this conflict that you had previously. You know, because in this busy life that we lead, although we're not necessarily right now, I do find, and I'm sure most people would agree, that we don't allow ourselves time to process certain things. And that's why sometimes I do feel that people get certain ailments, because we've not processed things, you know, and it comes out in a physical sense. So maybe it's just about coming to terms and processing things from the past, you know. And look at this beautiful card, prosperity begins. Something brand new here, a new start. And I'm seeing this right now, and this is in a material sense, okay? So this is the start of something wonderful. Your new job, your new career. It's the start of something wonderful. You could do really well with this, Casey. And you're certainly working hard. Wow, material harvest. You're only reaping the rewards that you deserve, though. You've worked hard, and you're continuing to work hard. And I'm sensing you're having to throw your all into this, but you're enjoying it, and that's what's important. If we enjoy what we do, it doesn't feel so much like work, does it? And I do feel, hi, Saoirse. I do feel that it's time to reap your harvest. This was a long time coming. Power. So this is something where you kind of you're working towards. I feel you could climb the ladder here where you are. You are already in a strong position, I feel, and that could grow. Okay, this card, it brings in a lot of strength, and a lot of determination. This is about success, and it's very much career orientated for you at the moment. Movement choices and decisions. So there are some doors here, options, things for you to think about. You've opened a big door. You've already stepped through one of these doors where work is concerned. You see this one here. So now we need to think about this. Commitment, love, peace, solitude, the good things in life, where you're going next. This is you looking at your options. What's next on the road for KC is what we're looking at here. And there's lots to think about. But I just feel you are very much on the right track right now. And I know your dream had a red door. Wow. So this is what sort of is coming next. You see how it's next to the yellow orangey door where you found your financial prosperity or your career. This was your career door. And this is your door for love, commitment, romance. Okay. It looks to me like you're looking at that one, doesn't it? Can you see? Doesn't it look as if you're looking at that one? So that's what's next. That's what's coming up for you next, KC. Now, don't give up hope, because it will come. That love will come. All right. That's what this card is saying. That love is on its way to you. You've just got to keep on keeping on right now with what you're doing. Focus on this work. And as I said it, make a little sacrifice right now, because I feel this work, this new career, this new job needs your full concentration for a little bit longer yet, and let's face it, right now with everything going on, it's probably not the very best time to go out there and try and meet someone. So this sacrifice will not go unrewarded. Okay, few challenges and obstacles along the way, but nothing that you cannot get through. You can get to the other side. Okay, and you will. You've got that lovely Leo energy, wisdom. I do feel you're very wise anyway, but what I'm seeing is in a year from now, you will have accumulated a lot of knowledge. Well, I do feel we'll all come out a lot wiser from what's going on right now. But for you on a personal level, I do see you becoming quite the knowledgeable person and someone who people can come to for help and advice, my love. Just going to take one more card. Intuition. Follow that intuition, because it won't guide you wrong. It's very strong, your intuition, KC. So don't dismiss what you're feeling. But just for now, make this little sacrifice just for a little while. I'm going to draw you an angel card, my love. That's right, Barbara. Absolutely. Yeah, I hope you're okay, Craig. Are you still there, my love? It's an angel card for you. Angel therapy. Give your cares and worries to us angels, and allow us to take your burdens. Give your worries to the angels. When you go to bed this evening, when you put your head on your pillow, close your eyes and just imagine see the angels taking your burdens away. You know, please take my burdens for now. Let me sleep peacefully. And close your eyes and drift off to sleep. Yes, working on yourself. And at the moment, I feel throwing yourself into work just for a little bit longer, because I just sense this job is taking a lot of focus right now. But that new door, it was there. You could see it. It's the next door along, and you were looking at it, and it's coming. And the next card was hope. So don't give up hope, because it's coming. It's there, but just not quite yet. But it's there. So hang in there. Because once we have someone in our life, especially a new relationship, it gets harder to throw ourselves into training and into a job, etc., doesn't it? So yeah, one door at a time. Absolutely perfect, spot on. One door at a time. Yeah. The cards were lovely. Hi Salma, how are you? Anne, and thank you for your donations, everyone. Here is a link if anyone else would like to donate for a reading. So, is it Anne? That's right, Casey. Everything in order. Was it Anne? What would you like to know, Anne, my love? I'm shuffling these cards. I don't know why. Just waiting for Anne now. Okay. Take time for yourself as well afterwards. Remember that card, rest and rejuvenate, Casey. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. Hopefully I'll be on again in the week. Ooh, will you get the answer you're hoping for? Let's have a look. Okay, that's going to be the Rider-Waite then for that question. Dear angels and spirit guides, will Anne get the answer that she wants, please? What does Anne need to know? Oh, what kind of answer will Anne get, please? Well, you're going to need to be strong with regard to whatever this situation is. Strong and hang in there and be determined and not give up. Now, the Knight is 2 cards. Amazing, actually. What a combination. The Knight of Pentacles, it's an earth energy. We're talking Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so that you've got this lovely earth energy. And what that means is the earth energy, it's very resilient. You think of the earth, our earth, how resilient the earth is, what it puts up with. And you're very strong, you're very resilient, and you're not giving up. You're not someone who would just give up. Even if you don't get the answer you want, you're sort of someone who hangs in there, if you see what I mean. King of Cups. Is this to do with a certain person, Anne? Or is this going to be influenced by a certain person? We've got this King of Cups. So if you can hear me, Anne, is this to do with a certain person, my love? Because we're talking about Something hangs in the balance here. Is this to do with a certain person? This is for Anne. We're looking at a decision here. No, it's either to do, it's something new, something like a new start or letting go or something like that. But is this to do with a certain person, Anne? Are you there? If not, I'll just carry on. Well, it's looking good, Anne, because you've got the 9 of Cups. So what the cards are saying here is do not give up. You know, hold out for what it is you want. There may be a need for compromise, sort of meeting in the middle here. You may need to compromise a bit, but what I will say, the 9 of Cups is about dreams and wishes coming true, but there may be a need to sort of juggle it around, whatever this is, so compromise a bit. It's looking very hopeful. That's what I will say. I don't want to really draw another card. I'd like to leave it on that card because that card speaks of dreams and wishes coming true. But there may be a need to compromise, and also you're going to need to be very strong about this, very determined. Is this something you've been waiting for a while or hoping for a while? That's what I feel. But it's looking good. I really don't want to take any more cards around that, but I will draw you an angel card because it ended with that 9 of Cups, and it's such a lovely card to end with, you know. So see what the angels say. Archangel Raguel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. This is Archangel Raguel, and we're talking about clairsentience, okay? Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance, okay? So, you know, your psychic awareness is very strong about this situation, okay? Follow your intuition is what they're saying. Your intuition is telling you what is likely to happen. But this decision does appear to be something that I feel you've been waiting for a while and hoping for a while. And it looks as if there could be a need to sort of meet in the middle or something like that. But that 9 of Cups really does speak of things working out okay for you in some way. Maybe not 100%, but it looks as if it looks positive. Stay safe, Boris. Hi, Luna. So this is for happily now. What would you like to know, happily? Good evening, Diva Bomber. This is for happily. You there, my love? I would like to please ask, is Raza my future husband by the end of all the hassle we go through? So, for those of you who've just joined me, please do subscribe to the channel and join me on my future lives. Thank you, Karina. So, and here is the link if you would like to donate for a reading. Happily ever after. This is for you, my love. Well, the King of Wands flew out, so that's good. Good to hear, Anne. Whatever it is, it looks promising. So if you're prepared to meet in the middle, I feel it could go well, you know. My link doesn't work. Wow. Let's have a look. Let's put it in another way then. Thanks for letting me know. Sasha. I can't believe it. Oh dear. Right, here we are. Try that if anyone else is trying. Hopefully that should do it. I thought we were looking at a minute. You want to know about your husband, though, about Raza, don't you? It might be better if I use the tarot, darling, actually, because you won't really get your question answered, if that's all right. I think I might leave board reads now for another time because they take so long. I'd rather do it. Yeah, and because for you've got a direct question, I want to be able to answer that for you, you see? Oh, okay, Sasha. Thanks for letting me know. I think it's the way I wrote it up. Yeah, so you want to know if Raza will be your husband after we're through all this. Okay. Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to happily ever after. Will Raza be happily ever after's husband, please? Raza, we've got the Three of Swords here. Oh, not Raza. Why am I calling you Raza? Sorry, happily ever after. Okay, my love. Has this relationship been difficult? There seems to be difficulty around this. Oh, yeah. Oh, is this to do with a past relationship? Yeah. Oh, right. We had a breakup. Okay. I feel that breakup was very tough for you. I feel you were pretty heartbroken, my love. Now, I hope you don't mind me asking you, was there anyone else? Was there anyone else involved? Was Raza involved with anyone else? What's happened with our PM, Ellie? Sorry to interrupt you, happily ever after. What's happened with Boris, darling? I was just saying a little while ago. I hope he's okay before I came on. Has there been an update on Boris? Ellie? I felt as if there was someone else because of this card, and it's been so sad for you. For some reason, you're finding it it's been, oh wow. He really didn't look well, did he? And he said that today as well. Said that this morning. Oh dear. He'll be in good hands, though. That's what we've got to think or focus on. He'll be in good hands, everyone. I see. Well, It's possible you may hear from him again. He may want to start things again, happily. But do you really want to go back to... I know you're finding it hard to pull away. There's... Yeah, Barbara Evans, I will talk about that in a moment. When I finish this reading, we'll have a little talk about that. That stunned me. Sorry, happily. That's right, Barbara. I'm wondering whether really... I feel you need to start looking in a new direction, happily, my love, okay? You need to start thinking about yourself in a better way. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure that this person is the right person for you. You have to make your own decisions, but I'm just not sure that he's the right person for you. It is possible you may hear from him again, though. You know, he may want to start something up again, but it could be that you go back to where you were before. This is right, Tiger. Do you trust this person? Could you trust this person? It's up to you at the end of the day, happily, but I feel you deserve better. That's what I see with this card. I feel you deserve so much better, happily ever after. I really do. And I feel you deserve your happily ever after. But I'm not so sure you'll get it with this guy. But I do feel you may come in contact. You may hear from him, or there may be some contact between you in the future. So I'm going to draw you an angel card, happily. This is for you, my love, because I feel you need to, yeah, you are in communication. Yeah, I did feel there was going to be communication, but I feel he might want to start again, but do you really want to go back to that same situation? I feel you deserve more. Victory, Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So if you've been praying for this relationship to start again, then it likely will. Or at least you'll have the opportunity to start it again. But I want you to really think about this, happily. Is it something that will be good for you, my love? Is that it with the donations, Tiger? That's right, Barbara. Good advice. Hi, Luca. Is that it with the donations? Yeah, Leos do fall hard. It's happily a Leo. Thanks, Tiger. Okay, can we leave the donations now then? No more donations. And I wasn't... So Ellie came on and mentioned about Boris. Well, we've been live on air, so it's just sad. It's so sad when it's your Prime Minister. It kind of hits home. Not that it hasn't hit home before, but it's certainly a powerful message for people to take this extremely seriously. I mean, one thing's for sure, he will be looked after. He'll get the best treatment, and all we can do is pray now. If you wouldn't mind, could we take one moment of silence for Boris and just pray silently, collectively, that Boris and all those who are unwell right now and suffering with this virus. Let's pray for them all, please, just for 1 minute, if we have 1 minute to pray. Please, angels, dear angels and spirit guides, please send your love and healing to Boris and to all those who are suffering right now with coronavirus. Please send your love and your healing. Let's hope we get some good news about Boris and about this awful situation we're in as a precaution. Are they telling us everything? That's the thing. You could see he wasn't well, and I do feel he was playing it down just so as not to cause panic. But at the end of the day, he's a prime minister, but he's also a human being, and anyone can get this. I mean, Prince Charles got it, didn't he? And thankfully he pulled through. It's so unpredictable, this disease. So you stay safe, everyone, won't you? Yeah, his fiancée is also positive, but I think she's okay, isn't she? He has, Barbara Evans. He really has, and I do feel, could it be why the Queen, they knew it was coming? Yeah, I think there's a lot more obviously going on than we know about. Yeah, there's no discrimination. It doesn't matter how rich you are, doesn't matter your status. This does not discriminate, this illness. And it's a big wake-up call for those people who haven't taken it seriously, you know. It's just such an awful time, and all we can do is stick together collectively, stick together, reach out, and stay strong, and know that we will get through this. We will get through this. This too shall pass, you know. And I'm sending love to all those that are suffering right now. Oh, Barbara. It's a lovely thing to say. Thank you, my love. The Queen should be. I agree, Barbara Halliday. But what I did think about was, because I did like the fact that she put her message out to the public, but I was wondering whether she's been really concerned about Prince Charles, and so maybe they waited for Charles to get better before putting the message out. That's what I was thinking. She is, yeah. You know, we forget how old the Queen is. You know, she's always been such a toughie, hasn't she? And she doesn't really look her age, and you forget actually how old she is. And she must have had, I know, Michelle, clearly more to come. I think she probably put some input, hopefully put some input into her speeches, maybe, hopefully. But right now she's needed more than ever, because our PM is very ill, clearly. We must all keep praying and stick together and get through this together and stay strong, because that's the only way, isn't it? But keep your chin up, everyone, okay? Keep smiling. Go for your little walk every day. I know, happily. Yeah, I mean, I didn't realise he was in hospital until Ellie came on, and oh, thank you, Barbara Evans. Well, I'm glad I can help in any way, actually. Really am. Yeah, and thank you, Barbara Halliday. Oh, Selma. I had finished it. What was your question, Selma? That's beautiful, happily. Well, every time we come on, that's what we need to do at the end, isn't it? Is say a lovely prayer. Close our eyes and have a minute's silence, maybe, for everyone who's unwell right now, and not just that. Pray for all the beautiful, all the wonderful nurses and doctors on the front line across the world. It's just amazing. You know, I've always admired those people, but now my respect, and I'm sure you'll agree, the respect is off the scale for those incredible people. Okay, no more donations though, anyone, please. The moderators can just remind people. So this is for Salma. How will things unfold between me and Pavel? Let's have a look for you, Salma. Oh, Page of Cups and a Justice card. Oh, looking like there could be thanks, Tiger. That's all right, Salma. Don't worry, darling. Now, this person's very much on your mind, and you're imagining all the worst at times. Things are going to work out much better than you had hoped, okay, Salma? Someone's reaching out here. Is this person I'm feeling here? We've got a chaser and a runner situation. Who is it that's doing the running? Someone's reaching out more than the other one. Is this person, I can't remember what name, Salma, what was their name, this person? Because I feel this could be you reaching out and them running away. It's almost like hard to catch them in your net. That's what I'm getting here. Here he is galloping away, Pavel. Okay. So this is someone who is a bit of a runner at the moment. And you can't stop thinking about them, darling. And hoping and praying that they will be yours. But they're a little bit commitment phobic at the moment. And I feel that Spirit are advising you to enjoy your life and stop obsessing about this person, because at the moment they're not quite ready, you see. Please don't let it get to you. Don't let it get you down. Do things to spend your time, things that you enjoy. Spend your time doing things you enjoy, I mean. Okay, and don't let this situation get to you or bring you down, because I'm sensing you're feeling quite insecure. Look at that, Ten of Swords. Salma, this person is not ready. It doesn't mean to say they won't be one day, but at the moment they're not ready. And the best thing you can do is to pull back, is to spend some time healing, all right? Healing whatever wounds you may have, Salma. And loving yourself. Do you see what I mean? Loving yourself. Because right now, that's what you need to be doing. That's the right thing to do right now. And the Chariot card. and the Queen of Pentacles. It's about taking control of your life now and not allowing, it's like you've been in limbo, waiting for this person, hoping for this person. And I just feel that they're not really ready at the moment, my love. You know, Salma, I'm going to draw you an angel card because I feel you need it. Gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. There you are, Selma. That's what you need right now. To be around gentle people, gentle situations, to be gentle with yourself, to love yourself. That's what you need to do when you are the chaser and someone is the runner. You need to be gentle with yourself. Spend, it's, if you can take a step back, you know, the more you run, the more they run, the more you chase, the more they run away. Do you see what I mean? So sometimes you just need to pull back a little bit. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, the angels are with you. Archangel Sandalphon is there. So call on Archangel Sandalphon and just take a little step back. I feel he does think of you from time to time, but he's just not ready to connect right now. You see? Because you're at different stages. He has to catch up with you. So let's finish with a lovely angel card for everyone. I'll choose a card for a soul, shall I? Yeah. Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to this wonderful community to help us with this situation that we're all experiencing, to give us some strength and support along the way, please. Okay, clairvoyance. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Wow. So we're all being given this sixth sense, this clairvoyance collectively. And I do feel that when we are experiencing situations like this, when the world is going through something in this way, that our psychic awareness becomes extremely strong. We feel things at a much deeper level because we have slowed down and we're able to connect intuitively. You know, most people spend their life rushing from one minute to the next, but now we've got the time to slow down and connect with our inner guide, with spirits, with the angels, with whoever that you feel you connect with. And your clairvoyance and psychic ability and awareness is very, very strong right now. Be guided by that, okay? Be guided by that, and take this time to really, really tune in to what spirit is trying to convey and to any messages that they are sending, any messages of love and comfort. Okay, so that's our live for this evening. Thank you for joining me, and please do take care, everyone, and stay safe. Stay indoors as much as you can. We'll, take things one day at a time. We'll get there. We'll get there together. And I'll be back again in the week. I won't say which day at the moment because I just, I don't know, my head's not there, being able to sort of commit to a certain day, but I will be back very soon. But one day in the week, very soon this week. So take care, everyone, and see you again soon.